Hey guys, it's me, Jimmy Champagne, and today I'm here with a review of Little Nightmares, and it's on a Friday. I know that's weird, but after I finished What Remains of Edith Finch, I only had about 2 days to get through Little Nightmares, so I wasn't able to get this review and the game done by Thursday, so hopefully you'll forgive me. But anyways, let's just get right into the review. When Little Nightmares was originally announced back in 2014, it instantly reminded me of Coraline, thanks to the doughy, exaggerated art style and the main character's yellow raincoat. Ever since then, I've been keeping my eye on it, soaking up the drip feed of marketing and promotional materials that have come out over the past 3 years, hoping that it could live up to my expectations. After playing through it in one sitting, I'm happy to say that it not only delivered on them, but in a few ways it actually exceeded them. It's pretty easy to describe what Little Nightmares is because you're given so little info right from the beginning. You play as Six. She's a hungry little girl in a yellow raincoat who's trapped inside a nightmarish underwater dream world called the Maw. She's offered the chance to escape, and she takes it knowing full well how hard it's going to be. It's presented in a 2.5D perspective, and it mixes platforming and light stealth to create a tense, extended game of hide and seek. This reference sounds crazy, but the way Six controls feels a lot like Little Big Planet. It actually makes sense though because Tarsier Studios is responsible for Little Big Planet Vita, which is arguably the best game in the Six game series. The art style is also reminiscent of Little Big Planet and Tearaway, almost like a darker, more sinister world in that universe. Thankfully, Six is a little less floaty than Sackboy, and the whole platforming aspect feels a whole lot tighter. The game is broken up into 3 distinct worlds within them all, each of them featuring their own bizarre boss character. There's the janitor, a blind man with extremely long arms who steals children and sniffs out his prey because he can't see. After him, you'll face the twin chefs who squeal like pigs as they chase you around their disgusting kitchen. And finally, you'll take on the lady. She's a tall woman in a kabuki mask who haunts Six's dreams. I loved her the most. Each of Six's enemies are pretty evenly matched in terms of how much fun they are to confront and or sneak past, and the different tactics you'll have to employ while playing the sickest game of hide and seek ever keep things fresh and interesting. The fact that the levels are 2.5D actually really helps because you always know the general direction you should be headed in, and in fact, I never really got frustrated or spent too much time on one section because if I thought of a tactic, it usually worked. The checkpoint system, though, did cause me trouble. It's really generous, but some of the levels have a Metroidvania feel to them, which I like, but the game isn't very good at determining which checkpoint it should place you at when you die. The problem's most prevalent in the Twin Chef section, and it was only a minor annoyance, but I gotta bring it up. If you're looking for an experience that will outright scare you, Little Nightmares is not going to deliver on that, and I honestly don't think there's a single jump scare in the entire game. The fear comes from tension. It's the kind of tension you can feel, you know, like when you're hiding from someone, and you know how easily they could find you, but at the last second they turn the wrong way, and you make your daring escape. Calculated risks like that are the only way you're actually going to make it through Little Nightmares, and it was surprisingly refreshing to be rewarded for playing that way in a video game. In terms of longevity, I've seen reports that Little Nightmares can take you anywhere from 3 to 6 hours, depending on whether or not you want to hunt down each and every collectible. I kept a pretty steady pace, and I completed it in just over 3 hours, and I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything. Much like What Remains of Edith Finch, the experience is so great from start to finish that I instantly started over as soon as I finished it, which kind of made it feel worth it. Look, if you told me we were going to get 3 incredible horror games released in the same week a few months ago, I would have laughed. But between What Remains of Edith Finch, Outlast 2, and now Little Nightmares, it's a great time to be a fan of scary games. Each of those games has their own strengths and weaknesses, but at this point, Little Nightmares is my favorite of the bunch, and you should definitely check it out. So there you have it, guys. That's my review of Little Nightmares. If you want to see another game review, I reviewed What Remains of Edith Finch. You can check that out right here. There's a ton of other videos on my channel, and I'd appreciate it if you checked them all out and maybe even subscribe. As always, guys, I'm Jimmy Champagne, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.